Hey guys, great new refit under construction intro for you guys there. We're going to be working on a few saucer modifications to my 350 scale Polar Lights Enterprise refit. New intro, new desk setup, very cool things going on around here today. And a Tribble. Okay, well you need to move. Put you over there for right now. So I'm going to show you what I need to do on this because there are a few modifications you need to make if you're going to light your 350 scale. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now, and get some of that done for you guys. Get this thing ready for the lighting kit that's on its way. So here we go. Now, first off, I'm going to have to move my Tribble and so here's the notes I have on it. These sections here need to be removed because there's a wall section here, and that has to be removed because this is where the window section is. So what we're going to do today is we're going to grind those down and get those out of the way. I've already done one, and I just kind of want to show you guys how that looks. So just come over here. Yes, Tribble, we know. So there's this section, but this section had no wall there. See, it was already removed. But this section, and like all the other sections, have a complete wall all the way around here. You can see the windows through there. But here, okay, sorry about that, guys. So here we'll just hold up the sections here that have been done to the light. So there's that section that didn't need to be done because it was already, there's no wall there. There's this section where I've already removed the wall. Hopefully you can see that there. There we go. And then there's the next section, which still has the wall in place. So I mean, you can see the problem that you have there. So what you need to do is you need to get a grinder. First thing I need to do is take this section off. Just use painter's tape to attach those. So as you can see, when you line it up here, the windows, this middle section all needs to be removed, as does a little bit on each of the side of the support pylons. I've used a marker and I've gone over where the windows actually go out to, as you can see there and there. So we need to remove all that excess plastic. So how we're going to do that, we're going to use a grinder. I'm going to use my Dremel tool, and I'll show you how I do that. Alright, so I got my Dremel tool with the flexible tip on it, so I can get in there really good. And I got this grinder, and this makes really good arched ones. They don't need to be flat, they don't need to be flush per se. Like this one, you can see it's rounded out. Put some putty in there because I kind of made a mistake. Rounded this one out, but you need to preserve these support pylons so you have something to attach those outer rings to. So I'll go ahead and give this a go here. Here, Tribble, move. Oh, now you're mad. Relax. I don't want you getting hurt. Alright, so let's turn this on. Turn it off for a second. As you can see, it's kind of loud, so I apologize, but I'll get a better angle so you can see what I'm doing. The Dremel tool actually kind of melts the plastic, which is really nice. because then it just balls up. You don't get a lot of dust. So let's actually leave it like that and go ahead and get in there so you guys can see what I mean. So there we have it. There's the one side, which will be for behind that window, which you can see now. I'm going to go ahead and grind the rest of all this off and this off camera, but I'll be back in just a second to show you how that looks. Alright, so magically through the power of recording things, I have all that section removed and cleared out, and on each side of these pegs. Now I'm going to have to do that for each section here, so that will take a little bit of time. It was about 5 minutes to grind this down. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. I mean, that's up to you. That's your preference, of course, but now there is a little lip here. Let's see here. There we go. This little lip right here. I thought you might have to grind that down, and I did that on the last one I did over here. As you can see, I ground it down, but I realized that when you put the section in, that's going to help with light blocking. So I puttied that up so that you won't see any light through there. But don't remove that little groove that's there. This little channel that runs all the way along here. And that's going to be great for light blocking. Now, since this is all basically melted plastic, it's not powder. It's not going to get everywhere in your shop. It does fly sometimes. But all you usually get is a bunch of little melted plastic bits, which are fine. So now, if we put this back up in position, you'll be able to see the final effect there. Now there are those little round ones there that appear to have, see, when I do a little bit more grinding on those arches, just to kind of get that cleared off, but I'll do that right now. So there again, through the magic of the internet, they've got those ground down a lot better now on the edge of the pins. The pins are still really sturdy, still got a good place for those to clip on there, and now if we hold it up, we should have a better, yeah, that'll be a lot better. So, like I said before, and of course, because we're grinding away at that, the light blocking coat that I did earlier will need to be redone. Just in that area, I'm just going to use a brush with some flat black paint and touch those areas up where I grinded it down, and then give it a quick shot of the gold again, just to get a uniform look. So I'm going to have to do that all around when I get those all done. Now, the other prep we need to do for this is for the, there's a bulb that goes right in there in the reaction control thrusters. So right behind this. Now, instead of grinding that down, you don't want that yellow light leaking out because it's a yellow bulb, because the reaction control thrusters are yellow. So what we're going to use is a 3/16 drill bit to drill a hole through this wall right there. Drill a hole so that the bulb will fit through, and then this all acts as its own light blocking box, basically. Keeps everything in there really neat. Because if you look, if you pull this away, where the peg is, that'll also act as light blocking. So it's a really good setup they got going on. And then the last thing to do, yes, I know, it's for your own safety, trust me. Anyway, the last thing we need to do is get a 9/16 drill bit, and for the lights to come up from the saucer section, or from the secondary hull, I mean, you need to drill a hole. There's, in front of these two front pins, or peg holes, there's a little, one of these, a little hole in the plastic. You're going to want to drill that out. That's right about there. Drill that out, and that's where your wiring will go through. So 9/16 for that, and then I believe it was 9/16. Yeah, 9/16 for the big one, and 3/16 for the reaction control thruster holes that you got to drill. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing up the rest of the windows and come back and show you the results of that, and I will be well on my way here. Alright guys, so a little while later I got all of them done. They're all drilled out. All I need to do is do my light blocking, because as you can see, all around the edge needs to be light blocked again now. So I'm going to throw some black paint on there, and then a shot of gold over top. I forgot to mention too that as per the directions here, you gotta drill out the wall here too for the navigation lights on each side and the front one. So those are all done. I haven't drilled any of the holes yet for the reaction thrusters or on the bottom of the saucer. I'll do that later. But right now I'm just going to do a quick shot of black along each one, and then quick spray of gold to get that light blocked, and I'll be right back with you. Oh, and actually, it was moving kind of slow with that other stone tool, so I went with this one instead. Kind of ground chunks off and did a much faster job. Realized that about 3 into it that I should change my tool, so that's what I was using on the head of the Dremel. Okay guys, back with you, and as you can see here, turn around, I've touched up all those ground down areas with black. Actually used Tamiya semi-gloss black with just an old thick brush. It's got all the spots covered so that when you hold it up to the light, you get absolutely no light leak coming from that area at all. But just to touch it up real quick, I'm going to give each one a shot of the gold spray paint, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so now that we got the gold sprayed in there, nice uniform look again, and definitely light blocked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you, little Tribble, back over here. I'm happy now again. That's awesome. And I move this. This is like my prep table over here, so I'm going to move it over. Sorry guys, had to clear away a little bit of spot over here. So my prep table, just going to let that dry over there, and there you guys have it. Got some prep work done on the saucer. Not all done though. I still have to drill those 4 holes for the nav lights, or for the thruster lights, and also drill a hole in the second, or the lower half of the saucer section for the wires to come up through. But I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that in a future video. I don't even know if I'll make a video of doing that, because it's just drilling holes. But the kit is going to be here soon, so that's done. I got a few other little prep work things I need to get done. I'm going to be getting instructions on how to prep my secondary hull soon, so I'll get those done as well, and you guys can tune in for that. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the new intro. Hope you enjoyed the new workshop setup. I'm really happy with it. Really gives me a chance to have more room, have a nicer desk here. A lot more room to work, plus the prep station, or the table beside me. Kind of multiple things on the monitors here. I can be watching an episode as well as looking up pictures online, things like that. It's got an all-around better setup for me. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you haven't checked out my Workspaces Change video, the one just prior to this, check it out. I kind of go through everything. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys very soon. And if you've been following along, you know there's lots of things on the go. We have me and Samuel, we have our the Trekyards project underway. So check it out on Facebook. There's a Trekyards fan page. So go check it out, join the group, offer any suggestions or comments or discussions you might have. We're definitely eager to hear those. And yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. I'm exhausted. I had a long day and I just finished this up. So me and my Tribble, who's happy now, by the way, which is really nice, we are going to say goodbye, and I will talk to you guys very shortly. So once again, yes, I know, they know that you're happy. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. There will be more progress on the 350 scale very soon, so stay tuned. And I will see you guys in the future. Bye.